Good evening. We want to welcome everyone here this evening. Tonight we're going to honor the students who've shown an outstanding talent in the areas of business, journalism, and art. And I know you didn't come here to hear me speak, so at this time I'm going to introduce Mrs. Sarah Sanaki to get things started.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Thank you all for all of your excellent work this school year. We are here tonight to initiate and recognize members of some of the most prestigious honor societies in which our students can earn membership. Be very proud of your student tonight. These memberships require much more specialized time, effort, and individual work to meet the qualifications to be inducted. Specifically speaking about Quill and Scroll, our chapter includes in its alumni students who have excelled in areas of editorial, literary, business, photography, art, and graphics, and those who have general scholarship placing them in the top third of their graduating class. Sorry. I sound awful, but I'm actually not sick. Our chapter and our teachers hold the membership as an honor that will stand everywhere for the highest type of journalistic achievement. Quill and Scroll was established in 1926 by a group of 19 high school journalism advisors and is currently run through the University of Iowa's journalism program. Its membership has now spread to 11,000 high schools and collegiate locations in every state and in more than 50 foreign countries, including inducting roughly 7,000 select students each year. Fleetwood holds one of the earliest PA Quill and Scroll scholarships, being recognized as a chapter since 1937. This provides our journalists with more opportunities to help them pursue their potential in the world of journalism education and to receive scholarship money towards their college expenses. To become a lifetime member under the Fleetwood Charter, students must meet 5 total criteria. The student must be a junior or senior classification in good standing. They must be scholarly in the upper 1/3 of their graduating class. They must have done superior work in their chosen form of high school journalism, and here at Fleetwood you'll see we have 4. They must be recommended to the society by their advisor, and they must be approved by the membership of Quill and Scroll. Each advisor will come up this evening and recognize their respective students. Each new member will receive a little pin, all official. Each senior member will be recognized with a blue and gold cord, a navy and gold cord, and they can wear that proudly at graduation with all of their other accolades. Returning senior members, and this year we have 5, will also receive a certificate with their name on it. Some of these students are also in shared publications, meaning that they do more than one, and so you may hear their names twice. I'm going to start with my yearbook students. When I call your name, please come up. Madeline Ammon. Taylor Clark. Kaylee Cromer. Evangeline Crossley. Jasmine Evans. Avery McGarry. Megan Melishowski. Hannah Need. Ashlyn Vees. And Delaney Walker. Thank you very much, girls. Well done. I'm going to turn it over to Mrs. Annie Schroeder, our advisor to our art and literary magazine, The Artifact.
All right, so I'll be awarding Quill and Scroll Awards for all the students who have really helped out with the Artifact Literary Magazine. And these students have went above and beyond with their hosting our blurb event, where students do creative writing and organizing all of it and editing everything. And they've been a ride or die element to Artifact. So, Avery McGarry. Hannah Medina. Hannah Schilling. Natalie Slusser. And Frankie Snyder. And next for the Tiger TV, I'd like to introduce Mr. Gaston.
All righty. So I will be honoring and recognizing the following students who have qualified for Quill and Scroll for work that they did for their Introduction to Television Media course this year, showing some promise for television media, which hopefully they will take for the rest of their careers here at Fleetwood Area High School. So when I announce your name, please come up and get your pin. First, Mitch Barr. Next, I have Taylor Clark. You got your pin already. Congratulations. Megan Emery. Cam Geiger. Yep. And Evangeline Crosley. Got your pin, right? Congratulations. Next is Ian Miller. Next is Francesca Snyder. And Kelly Urbina Enriquez. All right, and next I would like to turn over the program to Mr. Zachary Help.
Good evening. So, as Mr. Gaston said, my name is Zachary Haupt. I am the advisor for the Tiger Times School newspaper. If you haven't encountered us yet, I encourage you to go to thetigertimes.com, where you can see all the hard work that our journalists put into it. And if you had taken a good look at your program, you'll notice that I've got back-to-back sessions here because I'm pulling double duty in the sense that I'm really honoring one significant person in both categories, both for Quill and Scroll and with the Tiger Times Recognition Award this evening. That individual is Hannah Medina, and just to share some thoughts and words on her, this is her second year as an important role at the Tiger Times, and she comes in as sort of one of our veterans. And happy to have her in here. Always people with that kind of experience make it a much better, we get into the routine more easily, and she can advise and help people along the way, and that's certainly a great thing. She is always positive. I guess she probably has bad days because we all have bad days, but I would never know that. She's a very spirited character, and I love having her in there. But she's also that helps, I think, to bring a very relaxed, stress-free environment in that case, and so she offers that, and I'm certainly appreciative of that. In preparation for this evening, I was taking a look at her body of work that was on the tigertimes.com. That was a second plug right there. And one of the cool things I noticed was just how diverse her articles have been in the past. Sometimes incredibly serious, sometimes a little bit irreverent. For example, she gave me not one but 2 obituaries on internet famous cats, which I didn't even know that was a thing, but we've had 2 articles, and now I know, for example, this year I learned all about roast beef, I believe. May he rest in peace. But there was also a lot of really important stuff along the way as well. She's done articles on the local food pantry. She's done articles on like the blood drives that we have here at the school. So all in all, she's been a well-rounded reporter for us who has really made the newspaper a better place. And so I just want to thank her for her service at the Tiger Times. I want to welcome her into Quill and Scroll, and I also want to give her the Tiger Times Recognition Award. So, Hannah Medina, come on up, please. What's that? Oh, it's pot roast. Excuse me, it wasn't roast beef, it was pot roast. Okay. I will be turning things back over to Mrs. Schroeder at this point. Thank you.
All right, so I will be handing out some awards that are all based on things that have gone on in our department at the high school this year. I'm new to the art department this year. It's my first year teaching here, and I have just found all the students a joy and truly an honor to be with every day. And so I'd like to start by handing out an Outstanding Senior Art Award, and this student really stood out to me across this whole school year because, number one, they are a friend to everyone, and they produce a wide range of different types of art mediums, from painting to drawing, sculpture, embroidery, knitting. If there's some sort of medium that's not been tapped into, the student will tap into it, and that student is Hannah Medina. And so I'd like to give her this award. I just let her know that her art award has been 3D printed just recently, and so it is sitting in Art 1 waiting for her to come collect right afterwards. It's a butterfly, and it symbolizes growth and transformation, which has been kind of our overarching theme of this whole school year. That theme was picked by our students from our National Art Honor Society and Senior Art. So the next award that I would like to give is our Artifact Editors Awards. So these awards are for our Artifact Literary and Art magazine, and the Art and Literary magazine will be on sale at our art show tomorrow evening from 6 to 9 p.m., and they are $10, but I just wanted to put that out there so you know. But the art in the magazine is collected by students from the whole school year. They select it. They choose students from 9th through 12th grade to go in the Artifact magazine. And they really did a phenomenal job getting this off the ground since it was my first year. I didn't know how it would run. I was a little apprehensive, and they were just so incredible about getting it off the ground. And so I'd love to give them their awards. And we have Kayla Laux. Come on up. Hannah Medina. Avery McGarry.
Thank you very much.
Natalie Slusser. And Frankie Snyder. And so now moving right into our National Art Honor Society. Our National Art Honor Society is students who have completed at least 7 hours of community service through any of the following: volunteering at our art event that we had this past rainy weekend at the community center, students prepared posters, they contributed lots of ideas, they created everything that had to do with this art event for creation stations for children. They helped hang parts of the art show, such as our monster display, where we collaborate with kindergarten students, and then we create our own versions of monsters. And these students are just really incredible with showing up, caring about the community, coming and making art, and just helping one another and helping the school to look beautiful. And so I'd actually like to call up our two presidents of the National Art Honor Society, Abby Warren and Allison Whitman. These are two seniors, and they have prepared 2 speeches to share about their experience with high school with this year.
Hello, everyone, and good evening. My name is Allison Whitman, and I am one of this year's co-presidents of the National Art Honor Society, alongside my friend Abby Warren. I'd personally like to thank each and every one of you for coming out tonight to witness the ceremonial closing of this year's chapter, gathering to award both those newly and previously inducted, as well as celebrate everything we have accomplished over this past school year, including the successful orchestration of the 2022 annual art event this past weekend. So congratulations. It is the support of all of you, the students, staff, and families, as well as the help of our wonderful community that has allowed the Fleetwood Area Art Department to consecutively flourish and thrive these past couple of years. I, as well as a dedicated art student sitting within this room, could not be more thankful and honored to have shared such an amazing experience. I have been a part of the Fleetwood art community since my early years of middle school, learning to use the ample powers of a paintbrush to express my emotions. But no amount of expressive creativity was able to heal the insecurities that approaches every child transitions into the high school environment. I'll never forget my first day as a freshman, walking in as a shy, nervous girl, anxiously awaiting the years ahead. However, this strange new place was able to quickly feel familiar as I was openly welcomed into the comforting, homey atmosphere of Art 1. And for the first time, I felt exactly that, at home. The disorganized mess of the art room was always the one organized part of my life, very quickly becoming my sanctuary when the stresses of life became too much. But it was not just the faint aroma of colored pencils and acrylic paint that became something my mind learned to look forward to. It was the people. No matter who you are or what labels you find define you, whether it be a jock, a cheerleader, a band kid, or a theater kid, none of it would ever matter once you step foot into Art 1. I've learned that creativity is able to bring the most wonderful souls together, finding artistic initiatives in our differences instead of criticisms. It is in this room, these programs, that truly taught me the importance of imagination and how we were able to build skyscrapers out of harmonious teamwork and dedicated friendships. I have now spent a total of 4 years sharpening every tool this classroom and all of its courses have come to offer. While it does not make me a professional, it does mean I have become acquainted with a newfound understanding of life. And as my graduation date quickly approaches, I know there will come a time when I will have to walk out of that classroom and not turn around to come back. But that is simply a part of growing up, leaving your home and the people who have made it your home, with nothing but the memories tied to your back for safekeeping. Our artifact theme this year encompasses these very ideals, focusing on the progressive changes and vigorous shaping of our lives that morph each and every one of us into the wonderful people and artists that we are. High school is designed to be the metaphorical death of each and every one of us, but the persistent challenges and obstacles it may throw at us are only for our benefit, teaching us to be strong, to fight, and to learn. And it also makes for some pretty good memories, because you can only get a true high school experience once in your life. But it's these memories, these people, these experiences that lead us to the necessary growth and changes of life, transforming each individual into the person they were destined to be. These past couple of years have certainly made my high school experience a unique one, but the lessons I have been taught and the skills I have gained will never leave me as I move forward into the world. I'm lucky to have had the amazing Fleetwood area high school staff and art department to support this journey, both artistic and academic. Thank you for your support for making these past 4 years one of the most memorable and influential years of my life so far. Thank you to Art 1 and all the people who grew up with me in that room. You will always be my sanctuary. And a very special thank you to Ms. Chisdak and Ms. Schroeder, two of the kindest and strongest women I've ever met. I was incredibly lucky to form the two of the most meaningful relationships I've ever had during my time here as a student. It is their influence that has inspired me to follow in their footsteps to pursue art education, and I could not have imagined asking for two better mentors to aid in my preparation for the next chapter of life. It has been a privilege being your student and creating these memories. And with that being said, I will now hand it over to our other co-president, Abby Warren, to further introduce you to this year's theme of NAHS.
I want to start out by saying, if there's one thing I've learned from being in the art room for the past 4 years of my life, it's how important playing is to creativity and happiness. At school, new ideas are thrust on us every single day. Out in the world, you will have to find the motivation within yourself to search for new ideas on your own. Letting your mind play is the one thing I've learned to solve problems. Finding inspiration from others and just letting go of all thoughts to create something beautiful. I think I can speak for everyone when I say that there's been so much change and adaptation throughout the years that made us who we are today. The idea of growth and transformation is so important this year and is why our art department chose the butterfly as our symbol. Butterflies have so many symbolic meanings, but its metamorphosis is the most common. The colorless caterpillar morphing into an exquisite winged creature of delicate beauty. This meaning is so close to my heart because 4 years ago, a girl walked into Art Room 1 feeling alone, scared, and curious as to where she'd be in June of 2022. Now fast forward to May of 2022, where that girl is standing in front of you, now a young woman who is still scared but no longer alone. I've learned who I am and who I want to be thanks to that art room. It is a lot more than just a place where you create art. It's my sanctuary, a place where I can find peace and a safe place. I've always felt at home in the art room, and it's always been the one consistent thing in my life. It will be one of the hardest goodbyes that I have. I've truly grown and transformed just like everyone has. So thank you to my peers for inspiring me and motivating me every day, whether you realize it or not. Thank you to the teachers and counselors for helping me become who I am today. Thank you to my parents and family for being my biggest supporters. Thank you to Ms. Hilbert, Mrs. Chisdak, and Mrs. Schroeder who inspired me, helped me, taught me valuable lessons, and have always been there for me when I needed. And a special thank you to Ms. Schroeder because she came right into the Lion's Cage, which I'm sure was so overwhelming and full of students with ambition and new ideas. I'm so grateful that I got to meet you and experience all the ways of your teaching. I will forever be grateful for you and everyone in this room. Thank you.
These kids. So I will announce the names of our students in National Art Honor Society, and our Abby and Allie will hand out their awards. So Sadie Eggleston. Megan Emery. Jocelyn Galisi. Veda Hartman. Ashley Humer. Rebecca Hull. Kayla Laux. Sarah Loeffler. Emmy Malik. Jonathan Marek. Bryn McDonald. Avery McGarry. Hannah Medina. Laura Mennett. Katie Milashowski. Jaden Roman. Hannah Schilling. Natalie Slesser. Frankie Snyder. Kelsey Touche. Jenna Trieger. Abby Warren. Emily Wessner. Allison Whitman. And Michaela Yelitz. I just want to say I have felt so welcomed as my first year teaching here, and that as you could see, it's a large amount of students who participate in the arts here, and that is a really incredible and beautiful thing that I wish upon all high schools to have. And I thank you, parents and families, for your support and all of that. And so now we're going to roll into the presentation of National Business Honor Society by Mrs. Kelly Ackerman.
Good evening. The first set of awards that I will be handing out tonight are for the National Business Honor Society. The Pennsylvania Future Business Leaders of America chapter of the National Honor Society is designed to recognize junior and senior members of FBLA who truly excel in academic preparation and an eventual career in the business world. Pennsylvania FBLA recognizes that in order to succeed as a true business leader, our members need to be well prepared in terms of their academics, career skills, and leadership development. FBLA chapters in the state of Pennsylvania allow members to submit an application to be recognized in the National Business Honor Society. The following are criteria that must be met. Have an overall high school GPA of 3.5, have an overall GPA of at least a 3.5 in business, computer, and information technology courses with a minimum of 2 completed courses. Have demonstrated leadership potential through service as a chapter officer, committee leader, or other participation in chapter activities, and have clearly defined career objectives. The inductees were announced and recognized during the Pennsylvania FBLA State Leadership Conference held in Hershey in April. Our new junior inductee will be receiving a membership certificate along with an Honor Society pin, and the seniors that were initially inducted last year will be receiving tonight their blue and gold cords to wear for graduation. So this year I am proud to recognize one student that applied for and was granted membership into the National Business Honor Society. That student is junior Andrew Hawes. So Andrew has taken Accounting 1, Investing for Your Future, and Introduction to Business. He is a 3-year member of FBLA, and he was recently elected as the upcoming chapter vice president for next school year. His future plans include attending a 4-year university to study finance or something in the business field. And I asked all of my inductees to give me a little fun fact about themselves. So something interesting about Andrew is that he enjoys listening to podcasts to educate himself on a variety of topics ranging from business topics to more moral-based ideologies. Our senior members receiving their cords tonight. First, we have Julia Caskey. Julia has taken both Accounting 1 and Accounting 2. She is a 4-year member of FBLA. She is our current chapter president as well as the current regional president. Her future plans include attending at Temple University to study biochemistry on a pre-med track. And an interesting fact about Julia is that she will sometimes break out into an Irish accent without even trying, which I've never heard of.
Thank you.
Next, we have Celeste Cook. Celeste has taken both business law as well as business leadership. She is also a 4-year member of FBLA and is currently our chapter treasurer. Her future plans include attending Rochester Institution of Technology for the Physician Assistant BSMS program. And an interesting fact about Celeste is that her favorite Christmas movie is The Muppet Christmas Carol. Next, we have Megan Milishowski. Megan has taken sports and entertainment marketing, sports and entertainment management, as well as business leadership. She's also a 4-year member of FBLA. Her future plans are to attend Westchester University to study secondary education with a minor in music, and she is involved in chorus, band, and orchestra at the high school. And Abby Warren. Abby has taken business law, business leadership, investing for your future. She's also a 4-year member of FBLA. In the fall, she will be attending Kutztown University, majoring in marketing and with a minor in entrepreneurial studies. Along with being an FBLA, she is part of the National Art Honor Society, co-president of the National Art Honor Society, a member of Student Council, Relay for Life, and Artifact. Congratulations to all our National Honor Society recipients. Next up, I would like to present a few other awards. The next set of awards that I have are to recognize students who qualified for and attended the FBLA State Leadership Conference in April. These are certificates that have been provided for by the school board. Now, we have a total of 18 students who attended. 3 of them are receiving their certificates tonight. The others will be receiving them at upcoming award ceremonies. So, first student we have is Megan Melshowski. Kaylee Henninger, and Julia Kaski. The Fleetwood FBLA Graduation Award is given to a student that has been an active member for multiple years and has shown a desire to grow in leadership skills. This year, we have 3 recipients for this award. First is Isabella Achina. Second is Kaylee Henninger. And third, we have Julia Kaski. I'm just going to make you stand up here. I'm just going to make her stay because she's getting the next one too. So the last award that I am presenting is the Kylie Stewart FBLA Leadership and Teamwork Award. This award goes to a senior that has actively participated in FBLA competitions. This successful problem solver has strong leadership skills along with the ability to promote teamwork. This year's recipient is a senior that has been a leader since her sophomore year. She has taken on leadership roles in our FBLA chapter as the community service coordinator and was the president during both her junior and senior years. She was also the regional president during her junior and senior years as well. She just has a way of getting other students to participate just by asking. Julia has been a 4-time state qualifier in competitive events through FBLA, which is definitely an accomplishment that many do not accomplish. She competed in Introduction to Financial Math, social media campaign where she placed 4th in the state, job interview, and future business leader. This year at the in-person state competition, she used her leadership skills to encourage the rest of her chapter to do their best and have fun along the way. Julie is always willing to learn in order to better herself. That is why it is my pleasure to announce that this year's recipient, the Kylie Stewart FBLA Leadership and Teamwork Award, goes to Julia Kaski. And at this time, I will turn things back to Mrs. Sanaki for her awards.
Hello, hello, hello again. All right, if you've seen, some of the kids have been kind of tooling around, continuing to do their job throughout the evening. There's video cameras somewhere around that the kiddos have been running B-roll for TV media production. You see some of the kiddos with their cameras doing coverage for yearbook. This is a never-ending thing for a lot of these kiddos. Thank you, Kelly. I do want to round out the ceremony tonight by recognizing my yearbook students for all of the hard work that they've been doing and will continue to do even after the school year is over. The yearbook won't be completed until sometime mid-July, June-ish, and it will be delivered in August. The students have committed their entire school year, both during and after school, on the weekends, as well as many, many other times. They've also committed parents. We've got a whole little section on the spread. They do photography, writing, editing, and we are the most widely publicized book in the school. We're sold out this year for the first time in my 15 editions. These are some of the most dedicated, hardworking, and willing to give of their time students that I have ever met, pre or post-COVID. They are in here sometimes longer than I am. The staff has a little bit of everything, and they have an amazing book to show for it. The following members will receive a gift from me, as well as their staff shirt, which I've been hiding from them all week. I do want to start with the one who inspired the shirt, and that is Lola Touch. She said you couldn't tell me that. So sometime before the end of the first deadline, which is usually the time where they realize, oh crap, this is real, Lola had a moment in our classroom, and she kind of just said something off the cuff, and I was like, oh, that's going on the shirt. Because I always try to make the shirt something that's very sort of the staff. So on the back of the shirt this year, it says, Live, Laugh, Love Yearbook. To speak of Lola, she is one of our go-to students and is a great sense of what needs to be done and how to get it accomplished. Thank you very much, Lola. Maddie Ammon. She is also receiving a $25 gift certificate this evening because she has blown this staff out of the water on coverage. And she was promised, I promised the whole staff, whoever did it, was going to get it. So she's getting that this evening. She continues, stops counting after she's got her minimum, and just keeps going. Thank you so much for your dedication. Taking this off of here. Okay. Junie Batista Hernandez. Junie joined us brand new to Fleetwood this year and has had some really awesome things to say about our little family that gets created in Yearbook. But we've got to see him grow and come into his own this school year. And so I want to let you know how proud I am of you. Thank you, Junie. Find it for you a second. You're welcome. All right. Melania Shirelli. Melania is a character, if you've ever met her. She is vocal and happy and just always one of my biggest motivators. I love giving a lesson in yearbook class when Melania's there because she's very attentive to me. Yes, mm-hmm. Good job. Yes. She's very, very motivated. So thank you. See?
You're welcome.
Yeah, see? All the time. Kaylee Cromer. Kaylee is one of our generally most motivated students, and she has no problem taking on multiple responsibilities. Thank you very much, Kaylee. Ava Crossley. Ava is one of two of our legacies. Every so often I get the opportunity to have a couple of kiddos in a family. And Ava is the little sister to Michaela. Some of you know her from around town, right, Michaela? Ava is a natural leader, and she does a really great job of sort of quietly holding everybody accountable for what's going on. And I want to thank you, Ava, very much for that. Our second legacy is also our head editor, and that's Jasmine Evans. Jasmine has 2 years under her belt and has been a great example for our underclassmen. Thank you, Jasmine. Julie McCulloch. Julie is probably the shining star in the classroom. She is sweet and kind and caring and just naturally one of those kind of kids that I know if I'm having a moment that she's got my back and vice versa. And the day that you told me you were going to be on staff was like amazing. So I will never forget that. Thank you, Julie. Megan Miloszowski. Megan, I was talking about you today at the meeting for 2023. Did they tell you? So Megan has enlightened me in a way that I have never known before. These kids talk about stress, and they talk about crazy things happening, and they talk about being nuts about this test and that test. This child's quote was, Yearbook is the worst stress I've ever experienced, and I like it. Thank you, Megan. Hannah Need. Hannah is freaking out right now because this is her spread. And we're presenting spreads tomorrow in class. So she's all about all the cameras that are in the room right now, right?
Yeah, I was just running around a minute ago.
Yes. Hannah is the kind of kid who is very willing to pick things up and do them and get them done and do it well. So thank you very much, Hannah. Ashlyn V's. Ashlyn is my other second-year kiddo. I only had 2 come back this year. Our COVID staff was very small. Ashlyn is our only copy editor, which is usually a 2-man job, and she has taken it on in a stride. She has read every page and every word in the book, and I am so proud of you. Thank you. Delaney Walker. I don't know how she is outside my room, but she is kind-hearted and soft-spoken in my room. And I feel like she is determined, even though she's quiet, to make a splash wherever she goes, either on the stage or in my classroom doing spreads. And I have a feeling next year you're going to really shine. Thank you. Max Ernst. This girl. Max has always done yearbook on the side. Max was in my classroom 9th grade for CAD, and any opportunity that she had that she could do something to help me stay organized, she was all over it. And so this year, as a senior, she came back to me and is doing an independent study, 8th period, and is literally every officer except the president. She's the treasurer, the secretary, the business and media manager, and she pretty much keeps me upright most days. So thank you, Max. Ooh, don't throw things. There's a little gift in there for you. All right, so there's one last thing that I get to do every year, and that's give a Kylie Stewart Quill and Scroll yearbook scholarship. Traditionally, I've given this scholarship to a senior that has actively enjoyed working on the high school yearbook staff and is also a member of Quill and Scroll. But this year, I have a number of members who I know are going off to school for journalism, and I got permission to give 2 scholarships. These 2 young ladies that will be receiving the scholarship are going into school for journalism. They are both very confident, caring, mature, helpful, and willing to give of their own time, sometimes in sacrifice of their own. These girls are a true reflection of who Kylie Stewart was and what she gave to the world. Taylor Clark and Avery McGarry will be receiving a certificate created by Mrs. Stewart, in addition to a $500 each scholarship. And that about wraps it up for me. Steve, would you like to wrap it all up?
I'd like to start by congratulating everyone on stage for all of the awards you received this evening. I look forward to seeing and hearing about all of your future successes post-high school, and also for the juniors that are here for next school year as well. Please join me in one last round of congratulations. That does conclude the event for the evening. Please join us in the lobby for some light refreshments. Thank you and have a good night.